Marines are always put in dangerous missions and situations. They might have to go on a daring rescue, escape, or charge into battle. Based on the Halo Infinite line, this is the Mega Construx Halo Recon Getaway. Even though the name suggests otherwise, no, this set isn't just a Spartan Recon running. One of the smaller built vehicles in the set, the Recon Getaway was probably one of the best valued sets from the wave. At least in Canada, most sets at this price featured 3 figures with small side builds or alternate weapons, armor, and gear. This set features 4 entire figures and even a decent sized Mongoose. There's also a 2-in-1 feature. I'll check it out for this review, but don't expect this for every review. Yeah, good luck with the Pelican. The set features 4 tan base plates, a purple molded needler for the Grunt, a purple molded plasma rifle that's pretty rubbery for the Elite, a black molded modern SMG with attachment points on the barrel and top slider, and a black molded tactical shotgun. The set also includes the new part separator all in one piece. Sadly, no satisfying click, but I tend to find this pretty useful. There's one thing I do need to address because it seems very common. Not every set seems to follow this issue, but I noticed as soon as I was building these that the ball joints for the neck were too large for the sockets in the head. I had to shave the ball joint just to get it in. You might not have to do that, but keep an eye out for it. I also need to mention that this is one of the best troop packs if you're trying to go for even numbers. Sure, it has a Mongoose, but for figures, they're simple unnamed soldiers divided with even numbers. The Grunt, now renamed the Grunt Conscript, is essentially based on early Grunt designs. We saw a similar version in the aerial ambush, even though it resembles the more recent molds, and this features the modern articulation, as well as armor that you can disassemble for naked Grunt. I keep forgetting to point out that the hands have been so tight on these that they're prone to stress marks. Tan body, orange and silver armor, and the breather is removable. Pretty easy to attach, but also easy to accidentally slip off, so watch out. The Elite, also renamed to the Elite Mercenary, is also similar in design to the aerial ambush, which I absolutely love the classic design. Dark blue armor with a black undersuit to change things up. Oh, I love these, the sharp helmet especially. Same modern articulation style with the triple leg action to even surpass the modern Marines. He's also the only figure fully pre-built, and you don't have to worry about the ball joint head. Now here comes the complicated part, the new UNSC Marines for Halo Infinite. These became pretty controversial pretty quickly for reusing the same leg designs from the Call of Duty toys. Why is that a problem? Well, compared to the Spartan, and careful who you bully in school. I mean, technically the scale was off to begin with, but it made sense with the toys to me given that they had to work within sets in general that could support different figures. Plus, they might have wanted to even the price point for the most part. Some exceptions, of course, but Marines shouldn't be taller than a Spartan. I don't think this was thought to be a change of height, more so they wanted the legs to support pouches that can attach to the side, but hopefully they'll remold this just a tad shorter. I'll just say they made the helmets bigger to protect their non-Spartan skulls. At least they have shoe rotation, taking notes from the Grunts. One thing I do like is the removable helmets. Just gives you more display or swap options and exposes more faces that could be beneficial to customizers. One Marine with the shoulder pads has a dark skin tone, while the other without the shoulder pads has a light skin tone, and that's straight up Walter White. The helmets have a sloppy visor paint, but the overall design is decent. Sand green, gray, and a muddy gray for the armor. These need to be knocked down a bit, but they do look pretty good with their tactical suits. Should be good to army build. The Mongoose itself has some updates of its own. I still like the original windscreen, but I don't mind what's going on here. Metallic green and dark gray with silver bars and black tires. Seems simple, but it's a welcome ATV addition. This vehicle is also featured in the Defense Point Showdown set, but multiple Mongooses, Mongeese, a better joke. Anyways, multiple is perfectly suited. Like I said, the set overall makes for a great army pack, and that's no exception with the Mongoose vehicle. A figure can be seated with his hands on the handlebars, which can steer if you like. You could also bring in a second figure to sit in the back, keeping his weapon deployed. It does become top-heavy, which brings me to the wheels. New to the Mongoose, we've got a new axle system. There's a new brick-based beam running through the set where the axles attach, and the axles themselves have a ball joint attachment. They're loose in there, which means when you tilt the vehicle or put it over terrain, the wheels itself will also adjust. This is a very fun feature. The tires spin well, so you can run this over carpet, rocks, or simply use this to turn the vehicle altogether. Want to keep it tilted? I noticed there's a sweet spot that seems to lock the bars angled off. this is perfect for those dioramas. I guess my biggest complaint has to be the stability of the vehicle. I've accidentally disassembled the back end unintentionally, so that's something to watch out for. And yes, the bars make it seem empty, but for the gimmick, it's a compromise you'll have to decide whether it's worth it or not. As promised, here's the all build. It's some sort of hover ski, a pretty cool idea for kids, inviting to take these sets and reconstruct your own things. It's similar to concept, but I have no real attachment to this. Plus, we take off the wheels, that's the best part. Keep your attention on the flaws, but otherwise this is a very basic set that I would suggest as a nice startup or simple addition. What's special about it is that there's nothing really special, and that's the point. It's basic additions to your army, and for that, I love how it fits right in. Oh good, a mongoose that can Tokyo drift.